Hey guys, Factory 13 here with just a short video on learning how to palette your paint for pinstriping. I already have my jars of lacquer thinner, mineral spirits. I use lacquer thinner to clean the majority of the paint out of the brush, and then mineral spirits to clean like the rest. And then I use mineral spirits to thin the paint as I'm paletting or loading the brush. I have a old magazine. You get these pretty much anywhere, gas stations. Yeah, I'm sure your dads and moms have old Playboys or old car magazines, or old like Cosmopolitan or whatever. This is probably some of the best stuff to palette on, as long as it's like slick, kind of slick, and so it doesn't absorb the paint right away. Some people use a cup, and some people use their fingers, but today we're just going to be talking about the magazine. Here's my brushes. I'm going to do my go-to, which is a scroll brush. This is a Wizard Black Widow 00. So basically, what I do is get my rag, just some regular microfiber cloth, and squeeze that oil out. Right there. And then lacquer thinner, mineral spirits, lacquer thinner, mineral spirits, just as kind of a two double wipe thing, and then kind of soak some of the stuff off. Because if there's extra thinners in your brush when you go to palette your paint, chances are it'll possibly get over thin, and when you go to pull your first line, your brush will skate all over. So we'll pick color here. We'll do this golden yellow. Make sure you shake your paint, mix your paint, whatever. We'll get into that. And put some onto the palette here. Put the cap on. Dip into your mineral spirits a little bit. Just like this tiny bit, and then work the brush in. Work it in. Keep flipping it or keep turning it. You know, since this is a scroll brush, it's got a round ferrule, and I'll load a dagger brush or a sword brush here in a little bit, but this is basically just round, so you just keep going around in a circle. And it's kind of hard to describe like the feeling. You basically, like, it can't just slide through. Like, you have to have some, like, a little bit of drag. And then you can probably knock the tip off, like, if you want to. If there's a lot on the tip, usually you can tell when it's dripping off. See, like that's pretty good. I've done a lot of like pinstripe designs on pages. It's kind of fun. It's kind of like a sketch pad where you're just, you know, having a little fun. I decided to start with the paletting because this is usually the thing that people don't really know how to describe. But it all starts here. Like loading your brush and putting paint in it is all where it is. You know, from doing like flame designs, you know. Yeah, you kind of have to feel it, play around with it, and you'll be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to say it. You can feel it through your fingertip, but you kind of do get that sense, sixth sense or whatever, feeling the paint through your fingers. And you'll be able to tell, like, if it gets too thick, then you just dip into your mineral spirits. I know that some artists don't like mineral spirits because it kind of adds a little bit of oil in there sometimes, or is really oily. I haven't had any issues with the stuff that I use. So, unless I'm like real way at the end of my paint pile, then it'll start splitting out, like there'll be fish eyes and stuff like that, or, you know, grease spots. But yeah, you just kind of keep feeling it, keep feeling it. So it's not like dripping off, it's just, it's on there. It's like a good, nice consistency. Man, there we go. And that's, again, Wizard Black Widow, 00. Easy peasy. So, and then unloading it, basically, I do the same thing. Put a rag, pull the paint out, lacquer thinner, mineral spirits. If you want to do it twice, do it twice. Lacquer thinner, mineral spirits. You make sure that you kind of press the, make sure that you can see all that yellow came out.
Hi everybody, my name is Monica Susan Main, and I have something I want to share with you. This is a life change. I want to actually send you this envelope for free.
We'll get out a regular sword striper and we'll load that.
Let me show you what's in the envelope.
Alright. And this is a Mack 0 blue wrap. I think this would be a 10 series. I think that's what they are. This is what a lot of people use. This is kind of like their go-to. I started with scroll brushes, Kafka number 3. So I'm not as familiar with using these, but I clean it out the same way. Pull it out, pull the oil out, lacquer thinner, mineral spirits. And you'll be able to tell, like if your lacquer thinner or mineral spirits have too much paint in them, if they're too dirty, especially like if you're cleaning your brushes out a lot, like cleaning a lot of brushes with oil in them, your lacquer thinner or mineral spirits will start to get cloudy. And then dry it off. You know, the same thing. Little paint on here. Mineral spirits, just tiny bit, and then you start loading. At first it'll seem like it's a little stiff. You flip it over. Mineral spirits. Need more paint. Yep. Some of these brushes hold a lot more paint than you think they will. Especially, you know, usually the 0 is quite a bit bigger than the 00. There we go. Now we're getting it. Yeah, there we go. You keep flipping it back and forth. And get the paint up into the ferrule. Load all the bristles. Yeah, there you go. And we'll
give your walls a refresh with 50% off wall decor at Hobby Lobby. You'll find looks for every room and every style. Ready to shop the sale? Stop by Hobby Lobby today.
bam. And you'll be able to pull your lines.
Self-care system will never underestimate the power of connection. Then, in addition to the newest technology and medical innovations, something as simple as holding a hand can be a very powerful medicine. Prairie Lake Self-Care System. Your health, our mission.
And just like that. You just keep practicing on your palette. Again, like I said, it's kind of like a sketch pad. You don't really have to worry about, you know, anybody seeing it or whatever, or you know, you don't have to keep the pages on display or anything. You know. So if you put something on like that's cool and you like it, you just kind of keep it in your brain. Oh, that's another thing. And sometimes you get these little chunkies in your paint and they get stuck on your brush. You just kind of drive them to the tip and then just flick them off, like in a different spot, so you don't have the chance of picking them up again. And then in another video, we'll figure out, or we'll go over the different types of brushes, how to use them, stuff like that. I'm not really sure if I'm qualified to be teaching, but I've been doing this a little bit, about 7 years or so. I figure that teaching somebody else will help me organize and re-go through my own thought process on how I do stuff. And maybe we can learn how to maybe do some things differently or improve upon them. Alright, thanks.